This video will cover adding users and teams to the Raydiant Employee Experience platform if you're using a Salesforce integration. To begin, we're going to navigate to the Salesforce Integration page, either using the integration icon or by navigating down on the left-hand navigation pane to the Salesforce Integration. Once in the integration, you'll notice that we have already authenticated. If you've been following the video series, you've already created your Hoopla Reports folder in Salesforce and additionally made your user report. If you have created your Hoopla Reports folder, we're going to check this option to only show reports in the Hoopla Reports folder in the Reports to Map section, and save. Now the system will only look in the specific folder for the items we're looking for, which makes everything a little bit cleaner. We're going to add our user report by going to the User Provisioning section and selecting Report. In the drop-down, you'll find any reports that are in that tabular format and look to be a user report. I'll go ahead and choose a user report and select and save. The report is going to load in our users. If anyone does have a photo in their chatter feed that is public, it will also bring in their photos to populate their profiles with. It does take a minute to load them in, but once they are in, they will be available in your users section. The next step is to add teams. Teams are a very important concept within the EX platform because teams are how we assign people to different items so that you don't have to assign them individually each and every time. With a Salesforce integration, we can create teams using the user reports. If you've already done that, we're going to go ahead and navigate down to the team provisioning area where we can add our team report, select our report, and assign it to a team or create a new team. So I will create the sales team and say OK and save. That report will manage the sales team moving forward. Both the user report and the team report will be checked once a day by the system and updated based on what is on those reports. If your Salesforce is not completely clean and it's not easy to filter people onto a report reliably, you can also create teams manually within the Raydiant Employee Experience platform. To do that, we'll navigate over to the Teams area and we'll add a team. You can give your team a name and add your team members by hitting the drop-down and choosing who should be on that team. Once all of your people are on the team, you'll save. It is important to remember that your manual teams need to be updated whenever someone new comes into the organization. The teams that are managed by your Salesforce reports do not need to be managed in that way. It is important to remember which teams are manual teams and which teams are managed by a Salesforce report. If I were to go in here to that sales team that we created just a few minutes ago and add someone, the next time that Salesforce report ran, it would set the team back to exactly who is on that team report and remove the people that I've added manually. And this is how you manage your users and your teams in the Raydiant EX platform when you have a Salesforce integration. If you have any questions, you can reach us at support.raydiant.com or click the Chat with an Expert button down in the lower right-hand corner.